Hi, this is Fish and welcome to Fish Picks. If you've already watched video number 3, you'll know I'm a big fan of easily repinnable training locks. If you're a beginner, locks like these provide you with a progressively pinnable lock, so you could pin it up with just 2 pins, then 3, all the way up to 5 or 6 as your skills progress. And for more experienced pickers, you can chock them full of security pins to create a quick and dirty challenge lock. Both the Sparrow's Revolver and LearnLockPicking.com's Ultimate Training Lock come with grub screws at the top of the Bible, providing easy access so that repinning just requires an Allen key and is much quicker than having to gut a cylinder as you would otherwise. These are, however, a bit of an investment, and this can be off-putting for those on a budget or for newcomers to locksport who might not yet know whether this is a hobby they're going to stick with. Well, today we're going to be looking at a cost-effective solution to that challenge. It's a 3-star Euro cylinder with some cheeky little secrets inside. So let's take a look. This is the Trimas 007. It's produced by Winlock Security in Shropshire, UK, and is, according to their marketing sheet, anti-bump, anti-snap, anti-pick, anti-drill, and anti-plug pull. That's a lot of antis. It comes in satin and polished finishes in both nickel and brass, and you can get the double-end version as I have here, but they also offer the thumb turn and half-cylinder versions. I like the double cylinder because it sits in the hand or vise comfortably and provides 2 picking options at the same time. I became aware of this model from a thread on the UK Lockpickers forum on Facebook. One of the members had inquired about what to pick as a beginner, having outgrown the acrylic lock that came with his pick set. Darren McAvoy replied, suggesting the Trimas 007 for reasons that will become clear, and I assure you, Darren is far more friendly than his profile picture would have you believe. Now, Winlock makes some bold claims about this lock. In an interview with Glass Times, they say, "We wanted to create a lock which was impenetrable, and with the Trimas 3 cylinder, we have achieved this objective." Now, given the very reasonable costs involved, I couldn't let that kind of a challenge go unanswered. So I ordered one, and it's quickly become one of my favourite locks in the collection, and there are 3 reasons why. First, though this is a commercial lock and not designed for the locksport community, it comes with the same grub screw access to the Bible as the more expensive bespoke training locks I've already mentioned. One of the criticisms sometimes levelled at training locks is that they don't always provide realistic feedback because of the modifications that have been made. But this is a real-world lock, and remember, it's impenetrable. Well, not quite. It was certainly a challenge, but I got an open after about half an hour of fiddling, and remember, I've only been picking for a couple of months at this point. So much for Winlock's claims. For me, I went with top of the keyway and very light tension applied, and following a tip from Darren, I used the scimitar pick from the Lock Tools Euro Valerian set, which I'd highly recommend to anyone looking to do a lot of Euro cylinder picking. It wasn't easy to open, but would be within the reach of most of the community, I suspect. And if not, you can always gut and repin it in less than 5 minutes and then come back to the original pinning at a later date. The second reason I like this lock so much is the kind of feedback it provides. The short side of the Trimas 007, which would be outward facing on a door, produces really deep false sets and very clear counter rotation because of the security pins inside. This makes it an excellent training tool for beginners looking to learn the basics of how to respond to security pins. And finally, the reason you get such dramatic feedback from the lock is all down to those pins that are inside this end of the lock. While all of the pins in the long end are standard, which makes sense given that that would be the part of the lock to face into the property, the short end of the Trimas 007 reveals a few surprises. The 6 key pins are again all standard, but the driver pins are really impressive for a commercial lock. Pins 1, 2, 5 and 6 are spools, while pins 3 and 4 are a little bit special. The pin in position 3 is longer with a spring built into the pin. The inner pin's head means that it will work a little bit like a T-pin, and it's notable too that the chamber in which it is housed has a shorter spring at the head of the stack to accommodate this unusual design. And the 4th pin consists of a hollow tube in which sits a smaller cylinder, a little like a T-pin but without the head. I've never come across these kinds of pins before, and having inquired on the forum, I'm told that this kind of strange alien tech is referred to simply as pin in pin. It's also been suggested that one or both of these pins might be used as part of the anti-bump mechanism. Whatever you call them, they're a lot of fun because the feedback is different to the other pins I've picked. Different how? Well, I don't want to ruin all your fun, so I'd recommend you maybe pick up a Trimass 007 for yourself and find out. This lock is well made, comes with some really interesting pins, gives great feedback, is easily repinnable, and comes at a price point that is significantly below that of other training locks. And for all these reasons, I think this may well be one of the best training locks on the market, even if that wasn't quite what the manufacturers had in mind. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and leave a comment if you found this review useful, and I look forward to sharing something new with you again soon.